One.
Uh, Awesome win by our guys. Not always pretty, but man, found a way. Really good first half. A lot of clean football in the first half, to be quite honest. And then in the second half, uh, some self-inflicted things. Memphis is a good football team too. I mean, they've been in that position before this year and found ways to win. South Florida game kind of being the biggest one probably. And there's a lot of talent on their team. Um, but man, I'm so proud of our guys for their resiliency, for their response. We talked a lot about response this week, and just like, bad things are going to happen sometimes, and it's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be perfect. There's going to be, sometimes you're going to stumble in the game of football and in life, but nobody's going to feel sorry for you. And sometimes people are going to be negative about you, and you just got to keep showing up and have a good attitude and go back to work. And I'm proud of them doing that. I thought, man, it's so cool to see how our group responded. Very, very proud of them, and RMFW.
To say the start was different than your other road games. All time.
Yeah.
You said Monday you were going to change something on the road, and then you maybe were really
Yeah, I'll tell you what we did. We hadn't done this before. Might do it forever now. I don't know. We came to the stadium last night. We left the hotel at the same exact time, roughly, that we were going to leave the hotel to come over here. Memphis was practicing, so we couldn't get in earlier. I actually liked it that way. We kept our guys up a little later because we knew that it was 8 o'clock kick. So our dinner was 6:30. So we come over here, spend a little time together, just have fellowship with our team. Like played a fun activity with our players of the game last week. It was Santana Hopper and Derek Graham. Had them throw the had the two O line, an O lineman and D lineman from the 10-yard line down here try to hit the crossbar. Santana Hopper hit on his first throw. Yeah, that was here last night. So in this end zone right here, we came in the locker room, let them see the locker room, went to the field, the bench area, showed where their bench area was, went to their pregame India area was. I called the offense up on one hash, the defense on the other. And then so the two players of the game, I didn't announce the players of the game last week because I was so pissed off about the loss. We didn't announce any of that to the team. I just said, man, let's get ready for the next game. And so I announced who the players of the game were last week. And I said, hey, Santana Hopper, Derek Graham, they came out to the 10-yard line. I said, all right, we're going to see how long it takes to hit the crossbar from the 10. Derek airmailed it. Santana Hopper on his first throw nailed it. Yeah. And so we got to get on the bus, go back to the hotel, eat dinner, go through our nightly meetings. Will Hall did our talk last night to the team. It was phenomenal, man. But that was it. Just kind of get them out of the hotel. I think sometimes, especially when you play this late, it can be a long day in the hotel, man.
So you control your destiny, man. If you win your next three games, you're tied for the division championship, no matter what anybody else does. How crucial, how absolutely was this a must win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's better to win the game and be in that situation than lose it. But it's not about the next three games. It's about just like, hey, let's wake up tomorrow. Let's go to the training room. Let's get our guys' bodies right. Let's Sunday give them an academic day, and let's Monday get ready for the next one. Like I don't know that this team right now we're mature enough to worry about like, okay, we're in control of our own destiny. Let's go worry about the next 3 weeks. Like, let's just freaking worry about today. Like I'm worried about all those dudes showing up to the airplane in about an hour with their IDs. Like that's what this group's like coaching right now. This group, I'm like worried that they all have their ID when we go back to the plane.
John, can you talk about their response just in that first half and what you saw from Jake? Oh, perfect. I mean, from
Yeah, yeah, he was very accurate. He was seeing things clearly. I thought our offensive staff, Coach Craddock and those guys put together a really good plan. Jake got dinged up a little bit in the first half, had to come out for a couple plays. We weren't sure if he's gonna be able to return. But man, he's a tough dude. I said this just a minute ago, like Jake Retzlaff, Brendan Sullivan, both those quarterbacks. If I was going down a dark alley in New Orleans or Memphis or anywhere in the world, I would love to have those guys by my side because those dudes are built the right way between the ears. They're the type of guy that, man, they'll fight no matter what. Not always going to be pretty, but I thought accurate as heck with the football. I thought, man, really did some great things. I thought Memphis maybe attacked us better defensively in the second half, but man, I thought Jake played his tail off.
I think 5 sacks if it's like
Yeah. Guys got out, yeah, up front, they got after quarterback. They were different than last week. UTSA was quick with the ball out. And the times they did hold it any longer was move the pocket stuff in the perimeter. UTSA did a really nice job scheming some things up. These guys drop back pass. They held it for 1.6 seconds longer than UTSA on an average drop back. UTSA's average on drop back was 2.1 seconds. These guys were 3.7. So we felt like we could create better pressure. And the guys did. We got a really good front group. I think that group on the D line, man. They can create havoc. And then Makai Williams balled out. And Sam Howard, man, what a freaking dude, to come back the way he's come back. Sam Howard, man, he just makes everybody around him better. And that defensive group, they were able to affect the game. We still have a lot of things to clean up there. We're not anywhere near reaching our capacity.
What was Howard's big injury?
Thank you, appreciate it.
Did he re-injure the leg or what?
No, actually, they came in, they imaged it. He's good. Nothing substantial.
How much difference did just having him? You didn't just have him on the field. He made a bunch of big
Made some plays. He made some plays, but he elevates everybody around him. He's such a just a motivating factor because his energy is real. I mean, I've said it all the time. He's a thermostat, not a thermometer. When he walks in the room, the temperature changes for everybody for the better. He makes me better. Like when he's out on the field, I'm a lot more excited about watching our defense play than when he's not, to be quite honest.
It looked like things might be going sideways. Your defense had to go up with two major
Yep.
stops at the end. What did you see from them in that situation after the way Memphis had the momentum going?
Yeah, Jack, they got an unbalanced set. Jack really climbed the post well. We knew where they're throwing the ball kind of right there. We had a pretty good feeling on it, and Jack did a great job of getting depth and making a play on the ball. And then the other fourth down, when they went for it on the fourth down, it was good defense. Thought they were going to run the ball, honestly, with the quarterback. Maybe the backup 7 when they're putting him in, he's a good player. But man, those guys to be able to rise up in those critical moments, and then for us to be in the 4-minute situation to try to milk the game and get the ball in the perimeter with Jake and go convert was huge.
What was obviously a run pass option?
Yeah, it was really a pass play where it's like, hey, if it ain't there, run it. So it was a pass play, but it's like, hey, if it's not a real clean picture like pitch and catch, they only had one timeout. So you could just run the ball, know that the clock's get to, a minute, whatever. But if we get a first down, it's ball game. It was 3rd and 4. So we thought, let's get in a formation where we could, and a play call where we could throw the football. If it was a layup, no layup there, run it. And Jake obviously took advantage and ran it.
You took a lot of deep shots and hit them. First half,
yeah,
that part that you said you had a good game plan going in. What about their defense made you feel like that was there?
We've been throwing the ball and catching the ball better the last couple weeks in practice deep. I think Coach Craddock, Will Hall, Carter Sheridan, all those guys have really emphasized it. The quarterback room, the receiver room have emphasized it. I think they've been excited about like letting it unleash a little bit. Weren't able to hit on some things last week at times, and things were just clicking better. And I think people don't realize, like, I know it's November the whatever, like 7th still for another minute. But Jake Retzlaff's been here for a couple months, like 3 months. And so rhythm and timing and understanding receivers' tempo and routes, man, it was just a lot more fun to watch those guys pitch and catch today.
Gerard Henderson, too, is that what happened?
Looks substantial. Don't know for sure till tomorrow, but it looks pretty substantial. Non-contact. Cool.
John.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, Joe, what's up?
That's okay. Just a quickie if you don't
I forgot
mind.
y'all are down there, man.
We'll still,
Gary having a one-on-one for a little while.
Bryce Bohannon, Shaz Preston, those guys, well, they weren't the only ones, but both of them right around 100 yards, almost 100 yards for Shaz, plus 2 touchdowns. Those guys were really finding the right seams at the right time, and they and Retzlaff worked together so well. Could you speak to those guys, please?
Yeah, well, obviously Jake threw the ball well, threw good catchable passes most of the night. And then, man, Bryce Bohannon is like one of the most consistent, steady workers on our team. Just like I talked about Sam Howard, I could say basically the same things about Bryce Bohannon, man. He's one of my favorite people in the world. Forget guys on our team. I just love the person. And he's such a consistent guy. He's such a great teammate. He's so selfless. He just wants to see our team have success. And so very happy for him. And then Shaz has had a lot of growth. When Shaz got to us from Alabama, he lacked maybe some confidence. It's kind of like he was just trying to find himself again. And then he had the injury hiccups last summer that set him back, and he finished the year okay. Had a touchdown in this game last year, and had his first touchdown against Temple last year, but then really had a good spring and a great summer, and is growing every day and getting just a little bit better. He's a big physical dude. It's hard to tackle. Him to get 2 touchdowns with the 65-yarder was obviously a big one.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank y'all. Roll away. All right, big dog. Come on. Love you, pal. Be proud of you, baby. Yeah, man. Yeah.
What's the core?
Yep, I got you.
Frame you up. All right, we got 42 linebacker Makai Williams, career high 10 tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss. Mr. Smith, questions.
You guys have not played well defensively this year. You came out and you green out on the opening possession. A lot of really big plays. What did you feel like the difference was?
I feel just like energy, honestly, and just our preparation throughout the week. And it kind of took, looking back at what we did, it kind of took like a realization to be like, hey, like there's some stepping up that needs to be done. You know what I mean? So whether it is, and it helps that Sam Howard is back first and foremost. You know what I mean? But other than that, there is some stepping up that needs to be done. And so we took the time to kind of look at ourselves. We got together as a defense, and we just made that the emphasis all throughout the week.
Yeah, and can you put into words what it meant having Sam Howard out there? Just have him out there. He made a lot of plays before he went back out.
Yeah, man. Sam is not just a teammate, man. Sam is my brother. Sam is all of our brothers, and it means a lot more when he's out there doing what he loves. You know what I mean? We see that fire, and as Coach said, it's a lot better to watch when Sam is out there. Man, I can't even put it into words, honestly.
Memphis has made a habit of fourth quarter comebacks this year. You guys had to come up with 2 stops with a 6-point lead at the end. What were you guys saying to each other, and how proud are you of the way you guys bowed up when it mattered at the end there?
Man, I'm really proud of these guys, and it starts with the preparation. Like I said before, man, we was preparing for these kind of situations, and our energy just kind of kept us going. We told us, hey, we got this, we got this, we got this. Get the ball back to Jake. Get the ball off of them, etc. So I just owe it all to coaches and preparation, honestly.
Memphis has really good players, but it's a little easier on the defense when the quarterbacks are holding the ball. A lot of game, and you guys had 5 sacks, and you knew you could get to their quarterbacks because they take no time.
Yeah. And their starter quarterback was a little banged up. So that kind of fueled us a little bit more. They held the ball a little bit more, so that also fueled us. But just everything we practiced, man, kind of came into the game. We really put an emphasis on what we were going to do in practice, and now it's all just about executing.
There's no way to downplay the significance of this game. If you lost, you would have been in all kinds of trouble for making the championship game. Now you control your own destiny. What is it? How huge was it to come out of here with a win tonight?
I think it's huge, man. But first and foremost, we're not done because, I hope not, but something happens next game, you know what I mean? We'll be in the same situation. So the most important thing is the next game. So
Jake Retzlaff with RMFW.
Yeah.
So you make all these tackles and you make all these plays, but I think we want to know, how do you make your hair look so good post game?
Great. I try to reach out to Head and Shoulders a couple times, and I am so serious on that. And they put me on a bulletin board, so I'm waiting to hear back from them eventually. Yeah. Well,
Thanks, sir.
thank you.
Oh, it's 6 cents, by the way.
That's it.
All right, then we got quarterback number 12, Jake Retzlaff, 332 through the air, 3 touchdowns, 43 on the ground. Another touchdown there as well. Gary, questions?
You didn't have your best game last week. How
Correct.
did it feel to come out here and put up video game like numbers?
Yeah, it's fun, man. I mean, guys around me executed unbelievable. I mean, tell you what, the way Shaz is released on that first route of the game, I think we had a competition last night where Santana Hopper hit the crossbar from the 10-yard line. I think he could have thrown that ball to Shaz. Shaz got such a great release. But all jokes aside, those guys played their butts off today and they were open. And so makes my job easier when they're open.
You did throw that 53 yards in the air. Didn't have to be perfect, but it was perfect. But then after that, just completion after completion, 5 touchdown drives and 6 possessions in the first half. Why was it clicking so well?
I mean, throughout the year, man, we've had that success, and we just did a great job finishing drives in the red zone, especially. I think that would be the highlight of the night in the first half is we finished drives in the red zone, and a couple of them we didn't even need to because we're taking those shots and we're catching them and scoring with them. And I think that's goes to show these receivers, man, they're playing at another level. They're those guys who made plays tonight. They caught and scored. You know, Shaz could have easily gotten caught. He could have tripped over himself to make sure he caught the ball, but he didn't. That's the next level stuff that he did really well. AB, obviously, with that big woman, Bryce Bohannon, all over the place. CJ Lewis, man, Zach Carl, he makes plays like, and you wouldn't expect. Like, all these guys, they just kept stepping up and making plays. And so, like I said, I mean, we knew what we were going to get. We knew we were going to get some, drop eight stuff, some delayed pressures, and O-line handled all that crap up front so well that I'm sitting back there just waiting to throw the ball down the field. I mean, everybody did it, from the tight ends in protection, running backs in protection, and getting out and making plays.
As good as the first half was, you guys had 4 straight 3 and outs. You had to make 1 first down to
Yeah.
finish the game. What did you see on that play?
Yeah, no, it was a great play call, man. We're running a goal line play. That was one of our, goal line plays that we run in, low red zone, and instead we just butt it out. And man, we just ran it to perfection. I mean, shout out freaking Meat, who was playing tight end there. He just runs through the guy and makes it easy. I mean, easy to run around the edge.
Meat is who?
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys don't know Meat, man?
Problem? What's that shit?
He's just Meat, man. He's
What's
just
his
Meat.
name?
Meat's name?
Yeah.
Meat. That's our freaking freshman tight end. He just goes by Meat. That's his name. But he made the great block there. He's the one who made the seal block. And in practice all week, we are on his butt because he's a heck of a player. He's going to be a heck of a player. And he makes that block. And I just run around the edge and slide to victory.
It was designed to be a pass with a runoff on it. But
Yeah.
Did you kind of have the feeling that if it was there, the easiest way to
Yes.
get first down is a run because nothing really bad can go if it's open? Is that what?
But yeah, I mean, and the pass is open, we completed,
Yeah.
but they widened out, their defense there. They had 3-over-2s, what we call that. We know they're in kind of a zone look. And when you see that, and the numbers in the box looked way too good. And so, like when I saw the box and I saw the perimeter, I knew that it was going to be a little fake to the guy, make sure they stay honest and just get the 4 or 5 yards they needed.
On Jaden's touchdown, it didn't look good for you. You pulled up pretty lame on that. But what actually happened, and how concerned were those 2 plays?
Yeah, just college football is college football, no, especially November, right? That's the way it goes. You get banged up here and there. It actually probably happened on the play before when I got tackled. All I had to do was hand the ball off the next play, and then you get banged up, I went to the tent, and they got me fixed up. Shout out John Melia. I mean, he's a stud trainer of ours, head athletic trainer, and the docs that were in there too helping out. Like, he got me ready to go. And I missed 2 plays, and that's a credit to him, man. It's only 2 plays. Like, he just got in there, got everything he needed to get done, and I was right back on the field.
What changed in the second half when the offense bogged down a little bit?
We just shot ourselves in the foot a lot. And, it wasn't, I think that it's a good lesson for us to learn, right? We just got to execute better in the second half. And we got to know that they're going to adjust, and they're not going to give us the same, reads on the same stuff. And, that starts with me at quarterback, right? Taking more completions. I did that better in the first half, and I got to do that better in the second half. So, yeah.
Coach Sumrall wants to, you guys have to stay in the present all the time. And how big was this win for what the goals you want to get?
Yeah, I mean, our season at this point in time is a championship game every week. There's no other options about it. And so for us, we knew we had to be 1-0 this week, and that's what we say every week. But the stress is obviously higher and higher. November football is what they remember, right? November games is the games they remember. And so, like, we knew we had to win this one. And also November games is who decides to go to what championships and whatnot. And so that's a good football team, and we play well.
What can you say about Sam Howard?
I mean, just a leader, a dog, an inspiration for the guys around him. Obviously, having him back makes a big difference. Fun to see him play. It's just awesome, man. He's a great dude, great leader, and is as intense as they get. You know what I mean? But he gets the most out of the guys around him, and it's fun to be able to lead each side of the ball like that, where I know that he's gonna have his side of the ball ready, so I just gotta have my side of the ball ready, and we're gonna be solid.
Doug, have any questions?
Doug, you got it?
Yes. By the way, I have to comment on the mustache is looking really good, Jake.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
I know you guys were skeptical in the beginning because, well, it was the beginning. All right?
Truthfully, you're right. We were.
I got
It's looking
brown
good.
hair, so you got to give it a chance, but it's looking good now. I'm proud of it.
Looking good. Nice job.
Thanks.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you, guys. Hey, Gary, thanks for being the guy, cub reporter there.
All eight.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Jay.
Friday night.